Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to present to you guys the new bad boy membership program. This one is called the 7 Stages of a Long-Term Relationship, and in this one, I'm going to be teaching you, right, how to keep a relationship that's good going for as long as possible. And I'm also going to be teaching you, when you should actually get rid of a situation, call it a day, and say this is over. You understand? And see, guys, what I want you to understand is this program right here is the best program I have ever done, ever. You understand? Best thing I've ever done out of my books, out of all the Bad Boy membership programs. This one right here is the best one ever. And the reason why I say that this is the best one ever is because the things that I go over in this program is things that if most people knew, they would have really, really, really great relationships. And also the reason why people are having these relationships that suck is because they don't know this information. I'm telling you, it's that good. I could do a whole freaking weekend seminar just on this program. You understand what I'm saying? But what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to watch this quick clip. And when you're done, make sure you go to badboymembership.com or click the link below so that you can watch this entire program plus all the other audio and video dating advice tutorials on the Bad Boy membership. All right, check this out. In this program, I'm going to be teaching you how to keep a relationship going for a long time. And I'm going to be teaching you the things that you should and shouldn't be doing in a relationship so that, you don't actually ruin a good thing, right? So I'm going to be talking about, how to actually maintain this. And I'm going to talk about, ways that you can ruin it if you actually make certain mistakes. Now, the reason why I call it the 7 stages of a long-term relationship is because each long-term relationship that you will have is going to go through these 7 stages in some form or fashion. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that if you understand these stages, then you're going to understand what you need to do to keep a relationship going. You understand what I'm saying? And if you don't understand these stages, usually what's going to happen is that you're going to ruin good things and good situations, because if you are in a situation where you end up with a woman that you really like, right? A woman that you are really attracted to, she's into you, the sex is good, she's cooperative, all this other stuff, right? What you got to understand is that you want to be able to know how to maintain that and keep that going for as long as possible. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't want to end up, ruining these situations and then feeling some type of way. And then you get another girl you like at some point, and then you ruin that too. You feel what I'm saying? Because you didn't know what you were doing. Right. So what I want you guys to, understand in this program is that when I go through these stages, when I'm talking about these stages, right, I'm going to break down each stage and I'm going to show you how one stage can lead to the other. And I'm going to show you how there are certain stages you do not want to be in. And on top of that, there are certain stages that you need to make sure that you are, keeping that stage going and disregard the other things, right? So we're going to get into a lot of stuff today, right? And this is the thing. What I'm going to talk about here is something that you've probably never heard of ever. You know, nowhere on the internet, you haven't heard what I'm about to tell you, but this is basically how it goes. And I'm going to, teach you guys how to, maintain these situations and also the mistakes that you can avoid so that, you don't mess stuff up when you actually are really in a situation with a chick that you like. Now, what I want to say before I get into this is this, right? Is that understand that every relationship isn't supposed to last. And what you got to understand is that sometimes when you see that it's time to go, it's time to go. It's time to call it a day. And that's okay. Right. So what I don't want you to get into this, when you get into this thing is I don't want you to think that I'm going to be teaching you things to try to sort of force you or get you to force the situation to work, right? Because this is what a lot of people think when it comes to relationships is that, they're like, I want to be with someone I'm going to be with forever. And, we're going to be together forever. And it's going to be my soulmate and it's going to be my one true love and all this other nonsense. And what happens is I don't want you to get into that thought process, because what happens is that you're going to be in some situations that actually need to end so that you can have a better relationship with someone else that is more compatible, for you. But I always say this, guys, is that all relationships are going to end. Either you guys are going to break up or, you'll die. You understand what I'm saying? So you are going to die first or she'll die first or whatever. And it is what it is, right? But understand that all relationships are going to end. But what you want to happen is that you want to be in a situation where you're in a relationship with someone that a chick that you actually like and that likes you, that respects you. And you can keep this going as long as possible, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about these 7 stages, right? And what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about with each stage. I'm going to talk about, what these stages are, right? I'm going to talk about certain stages that you need to sort of maintain, right? And I'm also going to talk about where things can get ruined if you make certain mistakes, right? So let's just jump right into this. So we're going to go 1 through 7. And these are the 7 stages of a long-term relationship. The stability stage, again, like I said, is where you want to keep it. Because if it goes to the next stage, which is stage 4, right? This is the beginning of where your relationship will start to deteriorate. So like I said, you want to keep the relationship at stage 3, because if it goes to stage 4 is the beginning of the deterioration of your relationship. Now, what is stage 4? Now, stage 4 is called the